الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله تعالى فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة كل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار اللهم أجرنا من النار يقول الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, it is not righteousness that you turn your faces towards the east or the west, but it is righteousness to believe in Allah and the last day and the angels and the books and the messengers, to spend of your wealth out of love of Him, for the sake of Allah, for your kin, for the orphans, for the needy, for the wayfarer, for those who ask, and for the ransomed slaves. It is also righteousness to be steadfast in prayer, to give regular charity, to fulfill the contracts that you have made, and to be firm and patient in pain or suffering and adversity, and throughout all periods of panic. Throughout all periods of panic. Such are the people of truth, Allah-fearing, the muttaqun. In the beginning of this ayah, dear brothers and sisters, the scholars that say that the Jews and the Christians, but the Jews first, they used to face the west for their qibla, while the Christians used to face the east for their qibla. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and he started in this ayah, لَيْسَ الْبِرَّ أَن تُوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ قِبَلَ الْمَشْرِقِ وَالْمَغْرِبِ. It is not birr, righteousness, that you turn your faces toward the east or the west. Meaning this is faith. This is faith, and its essence requires implementation. It requires implementation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also states in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, البر, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith, البر حسن الخلق والإثم ما حاك في النفس وكرهت أن يطلع عليه الناس. البر حسن الخلق والإثم ما حاك في نفسك وكرهت أن يطلع عليه الناس. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in this hadith, trying to show us and tell us what is the birr, righteousness means. Righteousness is in good character. Righteousness is in good character and morality. And wrongdoing is that which wavers in your soul. The wrongdoing is what wavers in your soul, and which you dislike people finding out about. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says those people who wants to be righteous. What is number one? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts this ayah is believe in Allah. They believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the last day, and the angels, and the books, and the messengers. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with this span from their wealth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started in many ayat when He mentioned the iman. The first one obviously is believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So believing in Allah and loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how do we know Him and love Him more? As I say many times, is by knowing His 99 names and understand them and believe in them, and also His attributes. One of them, subhanallah, is Ar-Razzaq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the provider. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, He said in the hadith, لو توكلتم على الله حق توكله لرزقكم كالطيور تغدو خماصا وتعود بطانا. If you truly seek Allah's trust, if you truly seek Allah's trust, He will provide for you, just like He provides for birds. When birds leave their nest in the morning with empty stomach, they come back at night with full stomach. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after He said and mentioned His name, and then they believe in the angels, the malaika, those powerful creatures that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created from light. And believe in them because they are in the Quran. And believe that some of them Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given responsibilities towards us and towards His servants, such as Jibreel alayhi salam. Who was Jibreel? He was the messenger of the wahi. When some of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I talked about when they went to Medina and asked the Jews about the Prophet ﷺ. When the Arabs told the Sahaba, or told some of the people, they were kuffar before, obviously. But most of them, mashallah, reversed to Islam because of what the Jews have told them and answered them about the Prophet ﷺ. And they went to ask them about the people of the cave, if you remember. Who are they? And ask him about the Dajjal. And some of the narration, again, they ask him about Jibreel alayhi salam. So when they ask about Jibreel, they say there is no such thing or angel as Jibreel. Because the Jews, they don't believe in Jibreel as the angel of revelation. And that's why some of our creeds, we have to believe in Jibreel as the messenger that was sent to every prophet. Every prophet, Jibreel alayhi salam, was the angel of the wahi, angel of revelation. And also we have to believe in Mikael. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned him in Surah Al-Baqarah. Who is Mikael? Mikael, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the responsibility of the provision, of the sustenance, the rain, the wind, the arzaq. And also Israfil. Who is Israfil? Israfil is the angel who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the responsibility to blow on the trumpet. To blow on the trumpet. SubhanAllah, Israfil is waiting for Allah's command and order just to blow on the trumpet to the day of the judgment will begin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, the first trumpet, everybody will drop dead. And then the second one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised them from the grave, they will be resurrected. And then they will be standing up in front and waiting for Allah's judgment. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the sadaqah. وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and gives his wealth in spite of love of it. Gives his wealth. This refers to those who give money away while desiring it and loving it. They are desiring and loving the money and they give it away in the sake of Allah. It's recorded in Bukhari and Muslim that Allah Prophet ﷺ said, أفضل الصدقة أن تصدق وأنت صحيح شحيح. أفضل الصدقة أن تصدق وأنت صحيح شحيح. تأمل الغنى وتخشى الفقر. تأمل الغنى وتخشى الفقر. Prophet ﷺ said, the best charity is when you give it away. When you give it away while still healthy and thrifty, hoping to get rich and fearing poverty. That is the most time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved for his servant to give sadaqah, to give charity. One of the descriptions Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about the munafiqeen in Surah At-Tawbah, they used to show off their Islam, is that they give sadaqah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. They used to give sadaqah, but they hated from the inside. They're giving charity. So when we give charity and sadaqah, in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should be happy giving sadaqah and helping this brother, because the reward is tremendous. And for those, even for those who are poor, can give sadaqah. And hadith, Prophet ﷺ said, ذهب أهل الدثور بالأجور. That the people with the money, they have the most reward. They're wealthy. They give away in the sake of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide them with the wealth and the money. So they give in the sake of Allah. So the Sahaba who were poor, they were kind of jealous. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide them with the money. Well, we don't have anything to give. What can we give? Prophet told them, you have what you can give. كل تسبيحة صدقة. كل تحميلة صدقة. كل تكبيرة صدقة. وكل تهليلة صدقة. وأمر بالمعروف صدقة. ونهي عن المنكر صدقة. وفي بضع أحدكم صدقة. Prophet told them that every tasbihah is sadaqah. You say Subhanallah is a type of charity. You say Allahu Akbar is a type of charity. You say Alhamdulillah is a type of charity. You say La ilaha illallah is a type of charity. You call for the good, you forbid the evil, is a type of charity. And then the rich people heard this hadith, the wealthy people, they give sadaqah obviously, and then they also do the deeds by remembering Allah, by remembering Him of these names. So when the poor people heard that the real wealthy people are doing both things, Prophet ﷺ said, وَذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. That's because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what He willed for you. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this person to be wealthy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this person to be poor for a reason. The best charity is when you give it away while still healthy and thrifty, hoping to get rich and fearing poverty. As our Messenger ﷺ said. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ويطعمون الطعام على حبه مسكينا ويتيما وأسيرا إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and they give food in spite of their love for it to the miskin. The miskin is the poor and the needy, the orphan. This goes by order. The orphan and the captive. Saying, we feed you seeking Allah's face only. We feed you seeking Allah's face only. Wish for no reward.